Hello and welcome to my channel, Which Cozy Game Today? My name is Nicole and I'm so happy you're here. This is my first video and I'm grateful that you're watching it. This is my island, Love and Luck. As the name suggests, this is a two-theme island. You'll also see a couple hints on my flag, heart and shamrock. We're going to get started by taking a look at my mood board, which was created by Kaylee of Kaylee Games. I'll have a link to her channel below. If you're not already following her, I highly recommend checking her out. She is fantastic. And here is our mood board for Love and Luck. You're going to see some similarities between both sides of the island. Well, they're both celebrating holidays, of course. The left side celebrating Valentine's Day and the right side celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And they have their own color schemes. The love side, full of Valentine's cheer, has red and pink with accents of white. And the luck side for St. Patrick's Day has green and gold/yellow with also with white accents. Wanting to keep some continuity for the whole island, we do have castles on both sides, taking our inspiration from Ireland, but carrying that into our Valentine's side of the island as well. You can see our villagers. We're going to look at them when we go back to the island on the island map also. But I wanted to show them here because they each have jobs. There's a lot of tourists that come to the island of Love and Luck, and each of our villagers love hosting the tourists. They each come for different reasons and pretty much can find whatever they need or want on the island. So, first starting in the upper left-hand corner on the love side, we've got Nana and her gift shop welcoming those to the Valentine's side of the island. If you want to pick up some gifts to remember your stay there, if you need perhaps an outfit while you're there, Nana has it all. And scooting down to the bottom of the love side, we have Biddy and her bakery and or Bitsy and her bakery. Oh my goodness. I'm a little nervous if you can't tell. My first video, but we're going to keep going. All right, so we've got Bitsy and her bakery full of delicious, yummy baked goods. And going around under the love sign, we've got Gail and her flower farm because we need lots of flowers. Flowers are gifted, flowers are used in weddings, and she's got a beautiful, beautiful variety of flowers on her farm and in her flower shop to sell. And speaking of weddings, right in the middle, we've got Tutu and her uh, her gift to the island is a wedding chapel. She has both indoor and outdoor facilities for weddings that are quite lovely, and she is ready to help anyone plan their perfect wedding. And after the wedding comes the honeymoon, and that's where Marcy comes in. So we've got Marcy with her honeymoon cottage, and she also hosts nature lovers at her honeymoon campsite as well. So lots going on the love side of the island. Of course, there's all kinds of beauty around in different flowers and roses and picnics and presents, just, a lot of fun stuff to do with your loved one. Then on the luck side, again, we've got castle, we've got gyroids on both sides, actually, um, keeping us, amused and laughing as we go through the island. And starting with our St. Patrick's Day gift shop, we have Tad, and he is ready to welcome you to the luck side of the island. And he's got all kinds of things that will help you celebrate St. Patrick's Day and feel festive while you do it. So we've got, as you can see, there's two pubs, and actually there's a third pub, which I will show you later. But we've got, yeah, definitely plenty of pubs on this island. So we've got at the bottom, we've got Murphy, and he has a fantastic pub, and we have Hippo, who also has a pub. They each have their own different vibe. And let's see which one you like the best when we get to those. Now, Quilson has a sweater shop because when you're on, an island like Leavenlock, when you're visiting someplace that feels like Ireland, you definitely need a sweater. And Quilson has lots of great sweaters in his shop to pick out. And if you're hungry, you can head on over to Winnie and her fish and chip shop. So, again, I mean, what's a visit to Ireland without getting some fish and chips? Come on. And you can see there's lots of festive uh, accents that we have around the island. And again, picnic, and you can just enjoy both sides of the island however you wish. Hey, we're back on the island, and we're going to take a look at the island map. I'm going to kind of zigzag back and forth between the villagers. But before I do, you can see that I have flattened the island, and I might be adding some terraforming back as I progress with the island toward the back corners of the island. And this was the waterscaping was my attempt at a rainbow river. So that's supposed to kind of tie into mostly the luck theme, but I also feel like rainbows are full of love. And I might be attempting some other waterscaping as I proceed with the island, but we'll see about that. Might leave that as a surprise for later. So it's a very symmetrical island. I wanted it to be the line between the two sides very clearly delineated, which I think you can see with the in-game pathing that I have laid down there, dividing the two sides. So I am taking up residency on the luck side, and I have a pub. Like I said, we definitely need our pubs on the luck side. And so I'm the third pub on that side, and I'm really looking forward to decorating that and showing you. Then we have Hippo, and Hippo also has a pub. In fact, his is the first pub that visitors encounter when they get onto the island. Over here is Gail, and she has a flower farm and a flower shop. So inside of her building, she has a flower shop, and outside a beautiful flower farm full of flowers to fill her shop, and also offers guests the option of picking flowers themselves. Then we have Nana. Nana is welcoming visitors to the love side of the island and showing them all the wares for Valentine's Day. They might need to get a gift for somebody or for a wedding, perhaps, or for a loved one. You can find it all at Nana's shop. And then over here we have Winnie, and Winnie has a fish and chip shop. So if you're feeling hungry, head on over there for some fish and chips. And Tutu is in the center of the love side of the island because she hosts weddings and wanted to give her plenty of room because she has two venues. She has an indoor wedding chapel, and she has a beautiful outdoor wedding pavilion as well. So lots of options for people wanting to get married and having their choice of where. Okay, then we have Tad, and Tad is welcoming visitors to the luck side of the island. He has his own gift shop like Nana. They have mirror gift shops, and he has lots of things to celebrate St. Patrick's Day and fun things to wear and to really get into the spirit. And if you're feeling cold while you're on the island, head on over to Quilson's sweater shop because he's got lots of great cozy sweaters. Okay, and we've got Biddy, which I think when I was mentioning her on my mood board, I think I called her Biddy and Bitsy, but it is Biddy. And Biddy has a bakery, so I should remember it because bakeries are one of my favorite things in the whole world. And she's got lots of yummy things too, lots of sweets and cakes and chocolates to go buy over at her bakery. And then after someone gets married, usually there's a honeymoon, and Marcy can take care of honeymooners over at her area of the island. She has a couple of options for honeymooners. She has her honeymoon cottage where people can stay in the honeymoon suite. And then she also has, for nature lovers, campsite accommodations if you want to have a camping honeymoon. A lot of fun. And then Murphy. Murphy has another pub. I mean, come on, with a name like Murphy, he needed a pub. And you can also see the resident services is right there in the middle. And we've got the shop, and you're going to see a bit more of these in another video. And because I have repurposed a couple of these, and we've got the shop, we've got Able Sisters, and the museum is back on the Luck side. And that's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to have some fun with a castle build for that. And I just mentioned the campsite for honeymooners, and then of course the airport. I also created mood boards on the island to give you an even more three-dimensional feel for what we've got going on. And Marcy and her little one are gracing us with their presence. They're going to sit and listen, I guess, to my on island mood board explanation. And we've got Gail walking around in the background there. Maybe she's scoping out some of her land for her flower fields that she's going to be planting. So we have some of the pathing that I found with custom codes, and I've got 2 paths for different areas of the island that I've used. This one is a bit more, pink, and the other one that Marcy is walking on, I guess maybe she's modeling, is one of our main pathways that I use between a lot of the buildings and homes. And we have a mix of items. We've got the harp, again, signifying for our weddings. Definitely some fun gyroids around. And we have a touch of elegance with some topiaries, especially in our wedding venues. Candles, lots of places to sit. And then I wanted to have a bit of nature throughout the island as well. So we do have some wheat fields and some mushroom stumps and glowing moss balls and so forth. And then speaking of nature, if Marcy will let me through here we've got the flora that I'm using. She's cracking me up. The flora that I'm using. So we've got the pink mums, the red roses, the white roses, and we've got camellia bushes, which are being a little finicky about she's smelling the roses. Well, she's doing what we all should do, which is stop and smell the roses. The bushes have been a little finicky, even though I'm in the time frame for camellia bushes. They are not blooming for some reason. And then also, as you can see, there are cherry trees and then regular hardwood trees as well that I've used on this side of the island. And I am thinking of doing a bit of kind of a mermaid area, actually, being a fun romantic setting. And so I've got some of our shell items here signifying that. Okay, we're going to leave Marcy and we are going to go to our mood board on our luck side of the island. Okay, this is kind of funny. I time jumped a couple of days because I wanted to try to see if I could get any of our lucky villagers on our luck on island mood board area, but nope, we've got Gail again in the background, and then although she does have her raincoat on, so that's good, and then Biddy again with her raincoat on. So hopefully the next video you'll actually catch sight of a couple of our lucky villagers, but they obviously love roaming around the whole island, which is great. They love both holidays, and this is quite fitting that it's raining since we're on the lucky side, and obviously it rains a lot in Ireland. So here we go. You can see some of the custom codes that I found. I love this clover code here, and I use that kind of scattered about and for some accents, also under items, and then even for a pathway as well. And I found actually an additional one that I don't have here for a path, but I do use this green wooden plank path, and this is the main pathing that I use for the lucky side. And for flowers, we've got the green mums. There's not a lot of green, obviously, that I have to pull from, so I did my best here. But we've got green mums, we've got white roses, yellow roses, bushes, and we've got pear trees and hardwood trees, and more nature scattered about. We've got some, mushrooms and leaf piles, and also we have here um, some of the ruined items, which again go with the castles, gyroids having fun around the island, and to mirror the love side topiaries, adding that elegant touch. And there's also fun drinks on this side of the island that you can partake in. And we've got some fish here for Winnie's Fish and Chip Shop. She's really checking out those trees. Look at her. Okay, Biddy. And here we are back at the airport. So thanks for hanging out with me on my first video. I really appreciate your patience. If you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate if you could like. And I know this is my first video, but if you want to hit subscribe and see how my next videos come out, that would be great. I would love for you to hang out here on my channel, Which Cozy Game Today. And the next video, I will be showing the entrance, which you can kind of see a little bit behind my shoulders there, behind the airport, my entrance, as well as both gift shops and welcome areas. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. Bye.